territory. And the next bit of territory is in Rain's hands. He could hit some absolute bangers here. Crouching grabs one. He's even going to get the second. Hunter trades with the AWP. There's 2 remaining. But quickly is Jax onto Rain, and now it is a 2-on-2 situation. No one on the B-bomb side.
Okay, I didn't think he was good for 2 there, but we'll see what he's made of. I have crashed.
I have crashed as well.
Ooh, okay, right. 2-on-2 now.
Everything's crashed, Henry. Even
I assume that means it might be over. I don't want to be.
Now we don't want to be those guys.
I know, but that's all I can assume.
So we've done this quite a lot. It was probably AK and head armor right here if he wants, and I think that's what he might actually go for.
Well, time will tell.
We can actually jump around the server, can't we? So I'm going to actually...
This is the first time ever. You just press space and you can actually have a look around yourself. It's a real luxury.
That's not bad. You get to see the gun names and everything. So he does. It is a buy. We got 2 AKs, 2 Galils, and a Deagle. This is looking potent.
Yeah, I guess it's necessary. And I feel like there's not enough time left. You give this round away for free. That's going to be double digits. A couple more required for FaZe at that point. Not a must-win round, but certainly getting there. It's going to be AK-47s out in pairs. A couple of Galils as well. And Poro Damanek left the Deagle, no armor. We'll see if this is where they can cause a dent. But in terms of control right now, looking very good for FaZe, I have to say. They've got full B control. They have got G2 working their way through the apartments, dissecting the area, as it were. But in terms of final execution, they can't do a whole lot. Their smokes will have to be their final commitment. They've got 3 available. If it's towards A, we know we've got it in their back pocket. They do the wall of smokes towards the pit. But they're just going for that mid-control first. And Brokey, he'll have the scout. First challenge coming in. Does he want to take the challenge? Certainly does. Good shot. Grenade might finish him off as well.
Huge damage. And that's so much damage done right there. Brokey and Cold are low. That Molotov, it's enough. Jax is going to take down Cold, and now we have a 4-on-4 BMAS here up on the balcony. He would have a lot of work to do if that's where G2's final destination was, but it appears the bomb in the back of Nexa, and how passive his stance is over towards T stairs. Well, they were thinking about going back towards B, but that smoke perfectly timed would be locking them out to roughly 30 seconds, and they'll be forcing them back over towards the A bomb site. This could be absolute hell for G2 here.
Time will tell, Chad. Time will certainly tell. 4 players up towards middle. Big round here. It's the MP9, the sewing machine getting stuck in there. It does a ton of damage. Kenny S down to 1 HP. Still a 3-on-3 though. And we'll see G2 fully commit towards the A side of the map. But Brokey, scouts in hand, a couple of shots will connect. And we'll see him go down surely. Nice connection. BMAS will be set up here. What a duo this is turning out to be. Double Bs all over the shop. And we'll see a very successful round for FaZe there. That might be the game, Chad. That's a huge round for them to win.
Yeah, and the ramifications in MR12 of losing the force buy is so much worse than what it would have been in an MR15 scenario.
Yep.
And that's kind of some of the point here about the format change. The gravitas of losing a round, the decision of the second round going, are we going to go all in? Are we going to force buy here? Or are we going to wait to the safe round, which would have been the 3rd in that scenario, to get a full buy across the board? Well, you can see what that means. It's forced them right now into just upgraded pistols. It's likely they concede round number 11 here, and FaZe are then only 2 rounds away from locking this map up. And that's kind of this is the real thing that I want to be pushing for everybody. The decisions that you are making on an overall game level have to mean something. It can't just be round after round after round. It's a game of Counter-Strike. It's got a narrative to it. It's got a flow to it. And your decisions that you make early, they have to have an effect. And I think we're seeing that right now.
I feel like it has to be reiterated as well. It only really affects this level of play. In your own games at home, it might feel fine. It's the mechanical skill of these players with the pistols and the lesser weapons that are causing a problem, because eventually, as Chad mentioned in the pre-show, the blue shell effect, meaning that if you do seal away one of these jammy rounds with Deagle armor, which this economy allows you to have, that's when things get very complicated and not necessarily the most competitive, in my opinion. But this is a perfect example of how things can fall apart if the economy is not managed correctly. We are going to see G2 now taking that gamble. Hasn't worked out for them. Now looking at the barrel of an 11-4 scoreline in an MR12 game. Big double kill for Brokey. Really enjoying himself out there. That's a huge double kill. And the bomb goes down.
Coming alive in the second half a little bit more. As we mentioned, not so many frags to go around. You'll see 4 players on FaZe yet to get double digits. Rain leading up with 19 kills, put an absolute hole in that first half. And well, the rest of them now, they just want to dip their toes, get as many frags as they can. And a Hunter, come on now. Play nice. That's not acceptable behavior, is it? He just gives the 1 dig to Rain, picks himself up an M4, and he'll do his very best to hold on to that.
Well, that's all he really can do, unfortunately, for Hunter. This game is falling apart at the seams. We haven't seen a landslide victory in some
In
time.
years,
Yeah,
Henry.
absolutely.
It feels like the only time is when Australis get into a best of 5 grand final and they
that's
have
right.
enough of everybody
Against-
else trying to be good. You know,
Yeah.
they get to that point. Well, you guys made it to the final. Now we'll show you what the real boss is all about. And then they seem to just stomp everybody 16-1. But this could be right here. Round number 12 on the board for FaZe.
Could
Looking
well be.
good. It's looking good. They got a bit of surplus of cash here. Broky's the only one without a lot of money.
What do you think about the Kenny S glass cannon on T side of Inferno? Like, I feel like his AK, when this team has to use it, is more than serviceable. I don't think it's the call right now. It's going to save the day, but of course it's Kenny S. Like, I'm not doubting his all purchase. I'm not sure the glass cannon is going to be their savior.
Well, they need something, right? And if
Yeah.
he goes down early, that is not what they were looking for. Nobody really gets away with a clean shot at all here. Banana laden with utility, a little bit of damage going off to either side, but nothing to write home about as this round can now slow and stall. Oh, Jax. I was curious as to where that one was going. It's going to go deep over towards the apartment position, burn anybody out close and personal. But this flash over towards B on Rain could be huge for Nico. Nico and Hunter on the other side. Here we go.
Another big kill for Nico. AK-47 in the CT hands is always going to be deadly. We'll see him get an opening kill. He's always got the confidence to go for that first pick. And now another 5-on-4 ensues. FaZe can put the brakes on. Look at the utility they've got as well. Still with a couple of smokes, the incendiaries. They're looking very comfortable. The Atrium boost for Cold Zero as well. And to me, it looks like GT just have to limp in towards the B-bomb site. That's all they can do. They've got zero map control elsewhere. In terms of the boost, Chad, you and I, we've been experimenting with a few new things, and this is one of the more promising ones. You take the aggro from the new boxes or first oranges, whichever way you want to go, bounce off each other, duck and weave, and you're like a pivot, I would say. You got to pivot off each other.
Well, they got to pivot right now, Henry, because they're completely blinded. Nico gets one absolutely white there, just destroying them kill after kill. He's had 3 on that B bomb site, and now it's a Kenny and Jax in a 2 versus 3 situation. But look at this, the retake's on. Ooh.
Good stuff from Kenny S, though. Fast shot. Fast cannon working out for him. It's a scrappy round, but one that looks like it's going to fall in their favor. Smoke now deployed towards the site itself. I assume it lands on the bomb.
Interesting smoke from Brokey.
But not quite where he wanted, but oof, that's the shot he was looking for. 1 versus 1 now. Kenny S goes down. Jax towards the back right. I don't think Brokey has enough time here. We'll see if we can find the shot.
Gonna move on. Jax is going to finish him off. That's huge kills from Jax there on the B bomb site once they're able to take it. He was the individual who's down. Nico was able to swing around and find another frag, and Kenny with the AWP onto Cold Zero, I think it was. That's what put Brokey into that 1-on-2 scenario right there. So the glass cannon, it pays on out, maybe not in the way that they were expecting. Kenny didn't find them and opening aggressively within the early stages, but they're still able to close this one here. I've quickly seen some purchases coming on through. There's some MAC 10s in the fold right here.
Okay.
So maybe some
And
faster Counter-Strike once again.
I would say it's the perfect call considering the FaZe clan, they're not going to buy this one, right? It's ML12, they're not going to risk limping into this round with bare bones utility and a couple of M4s. They don't need to. So G2, good opportunity to farm some cash. It's just going forward. I'm not sure this is the best approach. Like, sure, it works for now perfectly. But maybe going forward it will as well. But you have made it very clear you've got SMGs, so they're going to be buying helmets going forward. We'll see what they can make of it, though. Nico and Rain ready to defend, and this is almost looking like a guaranteed GG round. Just comes down to this deagle of Nico. If he gets a couple, maybe we're on to something. But nothing is found, and there we go. Round concluded. G2 actually back into this game now. Good shot from Gold Zero. Bomb goes down. Hold the phone. Kenny S will put it right back down. But an exciting moment nonetheless.
Oof. We've seen what Cold Zero's done in the last, 2 months?
On Inferno with Deagle.
Yeah, he had a Dust 2 round as well. He's an absolute monster, right? So as soon as he starts hitting a couple like that, you expect the Bloodlust to continue and potentially finish them off. But this is the boy B-Mass. Can he get anything done here? Gets one with the P250. Not a bad start. Upgrades to the Deagle.
If anything, just keeping them modest. You can see on the left-hand side of your screens, and they've got $600 on Hunter, same for Nexa and Amalek. So even one more kill would be huge. And imagine if he stays alive here and keeps Kenny S in blast radius. This could be massive. He just wants to stay alive here and takes him down. He could actually still win this round. I don't think he will. If he goes for a 1B here, this would be absolutely huge. He's past the point of the 10-second defuse, but he's actually hit the shot. That is wild. Welcome to the big stage, Bimaz. If he gets away with the AWP as well, fantastic work there. I think he does, not quite. A massive round from the young man there. Doesn't win, but still, he's caught my attention with that play.
Yeah, you see his aim is on point, right?
Yeah.
You remember when you were 16, Henry? I'm sure you don't. I don't remember when I was
Sure.
16. But the reflexes of these kids, right? And the fact that they've been able to pick up on the learning of all the generations over 20 years of Counter-Strike, they're getting this amazing step in the right direction and now getting to learn under the tutelage of Nico, coldzera in the mix, obviously veteran like Rain as well. This is going to be such a good learning experience for BMAS. I hope that he's another player who we can see grow into something because the MAC-10s will come out once again. Over towards Banana, a bunch of grenades go on down here. G2 want to keep this one quick. It could be a fast B play in hole, but there's 3 players on the side already.
Here we go then. It's going to be Nico trying to defend, wildly sprays, but it's the MAC-10 of Amanek. You can see there's
He's in spawn. They're going to A.
They're
going to
gold
A.
here, and it could be enough for coldzera. He's more than ready. He didn't quite have the firepower to shut him down, but still a 3 versus 2, but a very complicated scenario. Now, what's that smoke? What's happened there?
It went into the bin. No, Hunter,
not the
no.
Not the bin.
There's a little bin next to the bench
Oh,
there.
go check it out.
Oh no.
It didn't. Oh god, the receptacle. It went in the receptacle. Not like.
Yeah. But I love the idea. Rush
Me
B
too.
through CT spawn to A. That's what we're talking about. That's some out of the box
Yeah.
Counter-Strike right there.
And it made sense, right? Because we didn't know what the future would hold with 3 SMGs, had 2 MAC-10s and an MP7 in the previous round against the Eco. That made sense, but it begs the question, what happens in the next round? Well, we saw it. A push through CD spawn. It almost worked out, but coldzera, brutal player on Inferno, has found match point now for FaZe. I should say map point. It's their pick. First map of the best of 3. MR12. 13 will do it. And it's just Tech9's, Galil's, a Deagle, and Nico. He snuck down towards the bottom middle here. This could be enough. The Orb taking the aggro, but Jax, he seems to be aware of it. He's looking down towards the bottom middle. He's not convinced it's a Claire. I think they know. They more than know. Nico's dead.
Oh dear, this has got a timer on it and they're peeking it right now. So that's an M4 in the mix and Cold drops as well. So with those 2 kills, the round now falls into question here. Are FaZe able to mop this one up, or have G2 Esports just bought themselves a lifeline for yet another round in this one here? It all comes down to Brokey and BMAS over towards this A bomb site.
So, recovering those weapons. And M4 now. Towards middle they go. Brokey, great job, but he's going down surely.
Oh.
That's a nice double kill. He gets them back in the round here. Still advantage towards G2. Do they expect BMAS? Well, they don't expect Nexa. He's in north towards T-Spawn, and that should be it. BMAS, the 8
gonna die in the back.
there, and that's it. Job done. And G2 certainly do live to fight another day. The money's broken on the FaZe side now, and we will see a 7-12 scoreline. They've got a bit of an open runway here. This could be double eco territory. There's only bottom of the barrel loss bonus available, $1,900. Actually, was it $1,400?
Yeah, 1,400 there,
Yeah.
so 1,900 in the next. So with that in play, they will go with the 4th.
Yeah, you're right.
Or it's not the full force, but it's the partial investment. Deagle's scout, a couple of smokes. This one's not clear right now for G2 just to be a bit lackadaisical, a bit whimsical in their approach to this round. They have to tighten it up. They have to keep it all above board here, as it is an aggressive halls play from BMAS. He's up close. He's might get a kill here. That's a freebie. Amanek goes down straight away on his own.
And the scout tag towards Hunter as well, Chad. Now, I don't want to say this is where it could end. G2 still have a lot to work with here, and that's a great shot from Jax. Takes down the low HP Brokey. Maybe outstaying is welcome. We will see now a 4-4 ensue. Rain at the very bottom. And now, Hunter swatching guns with Kenny S